Yeehaw! Welcome back to the Southern Snack where life is too short to be serious. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this review. I think technically this week is Crumbl's birthday. They're doing pink velvet, so I guess that makes sense. But they're not really celebrating, you know, they're not doing like a birthday week as far as I know. There are locations that are supposed to be selling the 6-pack at the price of a 4-pack, apparently, from what I saw on Reddit. Again, I'm not for sure on that, but if you want to look into it, great. But yeah, so they're not even doing Pink Week this year, I don't think, as far out as I can see the spoilers, which I don't think I could blame them. The bigger they get, the more controversy doing like a week like that gets. You know, people start to question, well, where's the money going? And, you know, it's just like, if people are going to get upset, then companies don't want to do it, right? So that's just how life is. But anyways, you know, Pink Week was always fun because we had all these nice pink cookies, and now people had to get upset, and so who knows if we'll get it. But that's aside from the point. We had a new cookie this week, pumpkin cheesecake. Of course, pink velvet's back. Banana cream pie's back. Brookie, formerly Double Trouble's back. Who cares about Biscoff white chip? We don't care about that one. My banana cream pie cookie, man, they hooked me up on that one. I mean, that is the most filling I have seen. And it might have to do with last week. I don't know, but last week, whatever cookie I got, I don't think had enough filling. Or maybe it was a couple weeks ago. It may have been when they did key lime pie. I think it was like a mystery cookie that they had. Man, that's a lot of filling. So, anyways, I'll pose for that thumbnail. Sunlight's making me look faded like a vampire. All right, so where do we start? Well, of course we start with the new one. Simply Pumpkin Cheesecake. It's a graham cracker base with a layer of pumpkin cheesecake icing or frosting or whatever you call it. Now, according to Crumbl, those two things are different. So interesting. I have to figure out what they mean. Maybe y'all can explain to me what the difference between frosting and icing is. Maybe frosting's thicker. I don't know. But anyways, not a huge layer, but from the videos and stuff, when they did the drop, it didn't look like the layer was huge on those either. So I know if there's any doubt that I have on this one, it's going to be the amount of flavor we get from that layer. So, all right, let's go ahead and cut into it. This will probably be my favorite one today. I mean, banana cream pie is always great. So, of course, y'all always want to see the inside. But, again, there's nothing much to it. It's just a graham cracker base. So. Okay. So, here's my thing. The flavor, on point. Delicious. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right when it hits you, you get the cheesecake, you get the pumpkin, you get it all together, right? And the graham's a nice touch. But the ratio, the graham to pumpkin cheesecake ratio is just, it's outmatched. The graham is too much. There's too much graham that's going on here. Less graham, people. Less graham. Well, maybe not less graham, more pumpkin cheesecake. You know, you're kind of getting the inverse here of what a standard pumpkin cheesecake would look like or taste like. Still, it's delightful with the flavor, but I'm going to give it an 8.5. The reason I give it an 8.5 is, again, there's too much graham. But as always, that pumpkin cheesecake flavor is great. The reason why I give pumpkin Oreo cheesecake or pumpkin chocolate cheesecake, why that has gotten a 10 and why the brownie one got a 9, because I tried the brownie one and that's coming soon too, as a tester. It was a tester, now it's coming to the main lineup. Why those did so well is because you got a better ratio. The cookie's a little bit thinner, the icing's a little bit thicker. So if we could work on that, Crumbl, that's not the store problem. That is that you advertise it as so the store's doing it right. But we need more icing, you know, or a little less graham, but definitely more icing, undoubtedly. So I don't mean to go on and on there, but we've got banana cream pie. You know, it's kind of frustrating seeing people say, oh, we need this cookie or this cookie. And it's like, well, we've already got that. It's just not named that, right? So banana cream pie is technically a banana pudding cookie too. It's got the same components. Maybe not fresh banana, but they're not. Well, there is. I would say there's fresh banana in here. Wouldn't y'all? I think so. So I mean, you know, what are they gonna do? Just, you know, do it in a different format and call it banana pudding? No. But yeah, they really blessed me with plenty. And I mean plenty. Oh, there is banana in that. It's delightful. The cream is a little light. I wish it was a bit heavier. Because it's supposed to be like a pudding. And it is. But I guess they whip it a bit. And I wish it just had a little bit more density to it. And maybe that's what people are thinking when they think banana pudding is. They want a denser kind of filling. And I understand that, but you know, technically this is banana pudding. My thoughts of course, it's delightful. It's refreshing. It's got a good amount of banana and vanilla flavors. Is it a 10? No, I still give it a 9. It's still enjoyable. Very enjoyable. No question. So I don't know why I skipped over pink velvet, but that's that on that one. A little dry, but again, very delightful. Pink velvet. And like again with like Double Trouble, I know I went on a tangent. Double Trouble is not Brookie. So people were probably saying we want Brookie. But technically you already have it with chocolate and regular. But then again, I mean, I think their brownie cookies kind of taste different than their chocolate cookies. Maybe that's just me. Alright, so pink velvet. If it'll cooperate. It did not cooperate, but oh well. So inside, pretty much a sugar cookie, a cream cheese, and cake batter flavors. It's a very good cookie. It's so important, of course, is its color, the flavor. Kind of like some of these other cookies they do, like birthday cake and everything like that. I think the selling point on this is it's not quite as much of a sugar bomb as those. And of course that pink color. I don't particularly love this one, but I think it's solid. And it's always a winner. So, you know, I'm gonna give it, I think for simplicity, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I was thinking maybe an 8, but no, it's a little too simple for me. So 7.5 works for me. All right, I'm looking at Biscoff, and I'm like, no, don't even think about it. So let's go ahead and skip over that. Go to Brookie. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. This one's one of the more frustrating cookies, especially if you're using a cookie cutter, because it's like, okay, you know, you're not getting bounced. So I'm just gonna cut the edge here, get everything, and roll with it. I feel bad for the people that, you know, they do the TikTok and they eat a bite. Like, what are you doing? How are you gonna cut it like me? So again, there's the inside. Both sides have chocolate chips. And I've never really understood the concept of this one either. If you love chocolate, great. But I feel like that chocolate side of it kind of overpowers the, you know, the regular cookie side of it. It doesn't really remind me much of a Brookie. Well, now I'm actually getting some that brownie cocoa powder flavor. I mean, it's enjoyable. If you love chocolate, great. But to me, the chocolate side way overpowers the cookie side, and you don't get a lot of that cookie flavor. I would honestly definitely lump it with the pink velvet. It's simple, it's enjoyable, but could it be better? Absolutely. Absolutely could be better. So I'll put a 7.5. I mean, most people are just gonna eat this cookie like it is. And that's a good thing about this cookie. You know, there's probably a lot of sugar and a lot of calories in this. But as compared to other Crumbl cookies, it doesn't seem like it. And it's one of the easier ones to eat like that. Just straightforward. So if you're trying to eat a whole Crumbl cookie, there you go. Alright, we're going to finish this review off with Biscoff. This will probably be the lowest rated cookie of the week. But what can I say? Alright. Let's cut you open, big boy. For the looks of it, looks dry. Not much to it. I made sure to get a pocket that has that cookie butter in there. Yeah, it's not bad. And there's definitely cookie butter flavor throughout the cookie. It's definitely there. And the white chips are nice and creamy. It's just not as good as a well-made Biscoff lava or cookie butter lava. It's not quite as good as that. It's just having actual cookie butter, gooey cookie butter in the middle of a cookie. It's just better than, you know, a drier version of it. But it's enjoyable to a point. Like, it's not gonna wow you, but you know, it's not anything to write home about. I do think it hits the cookie butter flavor just right. But there's nothing like super redeeming for this one. So I would probably give it a 6. I think it's definitely one that if you love cookie butter but don't need that ooey gooey sticky texture of it, and you might like that. You know, if you don't mind a dry cookie. So anyways, that is my review. I'm sticking to it. I was all over the place today, so I apologize, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all around. Yeah!